Good morning. How you guys doing? Another day. We're gonna switch it up again. You know how it goes. So I want to recap a few things, talk about a few things, put some messages out there. I think the first one will help you maybe understand better some of the motivation behind why I do these videos. And some of the stuff I say is terribly inflammatory. It's terribly aggressive. It's over the top toxic with the way that I dare attack what people consider truth. It's terrible. How dare I express truth in a way that doesn't go with the masses? How dare I? I like it. Specifically, my knowledge on religion, or what we consider religion in this world. Specifically, what makes it a lie. Now, I don't know about you, whoever you that watch this, but I've been talking shit on the Catholics and the Christians. I've been talking shit on politics and governments. There's been no response. Let me tell you something. What I'm 100% sure of, 100%, is Catholics and Christians don't take no shit talking lying down. If you Google and look up the history of just the Catholic Church and what they do to suppress people that disagree with them, I'm overdue for a suicide. Isn't that funny to think about? They suicided Epstein in his fucking jail cell in the highest security there could be. Wonder how many popes went to his island. You know what the problem, though, with trying to suicide somebody that's really, really, really smart? There's this thing called a kill switch. The idea of a kill switch is if you're killed, and mostly this is just a black book operation. It's a concept that only people that hold secrets think about. It's a way to live life where your only way that you get to stay alive is because the people that want to kill you know that you know some things that, if revealed, would fuck them off. That's what a kill switch is. To understand truth in such a way that, regardless of the resistance, what they won't do is try to actually stop the truth being spoken. Not if you got a kill switch. The smart man wouldn't just have one. Smart man would have taken every incident that he ran into and isolated it as its own kill switch. The smart man would have categorized and put together patterns and evidence and truth. And instead of just setting it somewhere, hoping that, if he was tortured, he couldn't. What if like 30 different people knew pieces of the story? And without even knowing it, they would connect to each other in such a way that by the time you saw it, the truth was already out. That'd be a really good kill switch, wouldn't it? It would. Why do I speak on this? Why? Am I afraid somebody's going to kill me? Am I getting paranoid and delusional? No. No. But I'm speaking clearly on truth, history. I'm speaking definitively on my opinion about it. And I'm not on drugs. I'm not depressed. I don't have some thing where I hate somebody and I feel like there's no chink in the armor of the way that I present this at all. And there's been some things tried in my life, especially recently, that have led me to the conclusion that I need to shut the fuck up. I'm not doing it. In fact, I'm going to do the opposite of shutting up. I'm going to double down. And it's weird to me that I haven't picked a side on any war. I haven't picked a group of people and said that they're above everybody else. I haven't picked a religion to judge anybody from. I haven't picked a political view, and I think everybody else outside of that political view is uneducated. Nope. I sit here in my own lane in philosophy, speaking strictly philosophy. There should be way more reactions than there are. And if there's way less reactions there are, and I want to explain this to you too, before you think I'm being a nut. YouTube has an analytical page. You can see what kind of views you're getting, where you're getting them from, etc. Anybody that uses YouTube and creates videos knows this. It tells you the percentages of where people are from. 50% of my audience isn't from anywhere. I've literally had my views go up 150 and then come back down 150. I've watched really weird patterns where something I'll say that could be used against me in a court of law will get shit tons of views. But an actual conversation about something that's just philosophy, nothing. If it's inflammatory in some way about Christian belief or Catholic belief or political views, it gets downloaded. That's really what my account looks like. How can there be this much activity and this many views? And it shows me that I don't have that many views, but it's going on my page. It's just the pattern. I don't care about anything else. I don't have any schizophrenia or fucking fears. I literally am just looking at what's going on my page. And it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense in a way that makes me wonder if I just don't know how to do math. It says that 47% of my viewers exist. It shows where they're from in the world. And the number only adds up to 47%. So where's the other 53% of the viewers? Where'd they come from? Why aren't they in the statistic? Why are there so many views on one and then on another one there's just one view, but there's a bunch of downloads? Why does it work like that? How is there that much interaction and traffic about my conversation and there's only 18 comments and 87 videos? I personally watch and like every one of my videos. That's how I know there's a whole bunch of videos that have never been watched, only downloaded. I'm aware of the whole thing. And I'm aware of the other patterns going around me with people that absolutely do not have my best interests at heart. My child's mother is doing things right now that are so far beyond legal that at some point she's going to jail. And the people that she's wrapped up into it with her are also going to go to jail. That's going on. And it's not just her. There's more going on. She's found a psycho ex stalker of mine that I may have had a kid with that I've tried to get a paternity test 5 fucking times in the last 10 years. And the chick just runs off every time because she's married and tells me she's single, comes and gets some dick and she leaves. And they become best friends. And this lady's having this daughter that's supposedly mine that won't even let me find out if it is. They're hanging out with my kids now. And that girl's telling my kids that she's also my kid. Can you imagine the psychological bullshit of somebody telling their child that someone's their father and they wouldn't even take the fucking time to find out? And then what? Tell the child that I'm a piece of shit dad? Because I've been denied access to even understand if that's my child or not? And now these people live down the street from each other? And I can only imagine that the reason behind all of this is to try and take me to court again. It makes perfect sense. My child's mother's taken my kids from me without a court order. She did it on my daughter's birthday just to make my daughter cry and to try to hurt my feelings. It doesn't hurt my feelings. That woman's incapable of causing me any kind of heartache. She just makes me sick when I see her. It's just like this physical sickness, like, ugh, I need to flush something. And I worry all the time, and my daughter is going to end up emulating her actions and her words and her thought processes. I have my entire reputation ruined by people that don't even know me and talking shit. I seen it. I just didn't care. I heard all the bullshit rumors. Anything that was serious, you know what I told everybody that had something shit to talk? You should turn me in. I think I should face that in a court of law. That sounds like something that's so horrendous that you should have me arrested. I encourage it. I'll turn myself in. Just let me know when you file charges. I would never kill myself. Never. You know, I never hurt anybody else. And it's not even whether or not I have an attitude or I get angry. It's just I'm in control of myself. And I want to raise my kids. I have so many beautiful things to teach them. I never exit stage left. But I'd be spiteful enough if somehow that happened to bury every fucking piece of shit that ever crossed me. Every one of them. I'm an asshole. Stated that many times in this world. I won't put up with women or kids being hurt. I won't put up with it. And my reaction, my good humor, my good nature, my good heart has been used against me. It's happened multiple times. People, places, and things. Friends that say are my friends, they're not my friends. They talk shit, say a bunch of negative things in the background and smile to my face. They're cowards. They're not my friends. You who know me, is there any wonder that I've let go of so many people? Can't you see how much of a piece of fucking dog shit they are? You can't see at this point how many fucking people are trash? And it's not a judgment thing. It's they treated me like that. They told me they were trash. If I didn't believe them, it hurt even worse. But come to find out, they all told me the truth. They're fucking trash. So they're not in my life. But right now, I'm going through this period of life where I'm all alone. I don't really have anybody to talk to. I don't have a big social support system. I don't have people I communicate with every day. I don't have a bunch of activities that require my time. I'm just existing, meditating, doing healing, looking forward to those rare times when I get to see my kids. I'm hampered by a lack of money that I've never had. And somehow, the United States law has become if you don't have money, the laws don't apply to you. Your rights don't apply to you. Your fucking constitutional, written in stone fucking rights don't mean fuck all. You know what they never did? Prove that I did anything wrong to anyone. Not to her, not to my kids, not to anybody. Without any proof at all, they took my kids from me. It's a legal search and seizure of my personal property. It's my Fourth Amendment right. And it's been violated on multiple levels. I've been all the way to the governor's office for investigation. I've reported 9 different times actual things that were considered abuse and they were overlooked or ignored. I had to go to court and fight this crazy person. And I beat her twice with no lawyer. So, for somebody that watched someone act completely insane and say a bunch of lying things and go on and build more and more bullshit with no truth and be listened to, it's not like if you'd have showed up with evidence I'm guilty, right? You caught me. There's no going around it. I've been to prison. But how can you show up to court with no evidence and get your way? That's corruption. That's just corruption. That's taking the law and not applying it to everyone. That's there being different sets of laws for different people. There's no equality at all. I don't have any rights to my children because I'm the father. If I was the mother, I'd have all the rights. That's how it is. She can let another man hit my kids. Hit my fucking kids and leave bruises. CPS won't do anything. I even have pictures, texts from her herself saying. But she took me to court and said that I scared my kid one time for yelling at her. And that's the basis for why I don't have my kids in my life. And the judge didn't even agree with it. But then she just decided that she was going to change it and just inform me that I had broken the parenting law and now I had to see my kids through a state facility. She didn't take me to court. I went and checked. There was no court date or I would have showed up. And I have all this evidence of everything that she has done since the court order, including denying me my 2 weeks for the summer, denying multiple visits on the weekends, taking time away from me and my kids. I'm fighting tooth and nail to make sure my kids know I love them. And the idea that I would ever check out of what I consider the best thing that's ever happened to me would be ludicrous. But I gotta say it because I'm watching people just get murked left and right all over the fucking world and nobody gives a shit. It's a weird place to be, to want to speak truth, knowing that the chances of the more truth that you speak, the bigger the chance that someone's going to try to use that truth to fuck you off. That's the world right now. It's crazy. That's why I fight so hard. That's why I make so many videos. You ain't putting me in a fucking corner. You ain't telling me how to live. You're not going to express to me that I need to be afraid of something. You can only kill me. And you can't do it through suicide. You're going to have to man up and pull the fucking trigger. And short of that, I'm going to be the best dad you've ever seen. I'm going to be there for my kids more than anyone else probably ever been there for their kids. And I'm not saying you're a bad parent, but you could probably pick it up a little bit on how you treat your kids, you who are listening to this. You could probably be a little bit more present for their lives. I promise you. It could probably matter for them. They probably don't give a fuck what you buy them. It's whether or not you spend time with them. And if you've already taught your children that electronics are their best friend, well, what kind of parent are you? Period. I don't care what you think about it. The electronics are more of a parent than you are. It's unacceptable. So I thought I'd get on here and rage a little bit, tell you a little bit about what's going on in my life. I really got a good laugh out of it this morning thinking about it. I don't even know why the idea of getting Epstein came across my mind, but I realized that, like, there should at least be a group of hating ass fucking Catholics doing everything they can to try to preach God at me and talk shit to me. There should be. And there not being means there's a pattern going on. Even if I can't see it, I see some fucking telltale signs. I see some things that don't make any sense. I see some weird patterns going on. I'm aware of it. And you can say I'm paranoid. That's fine. You don't know me. You don't know the life I've lived and the people I've interacted with and the things that I've seen in my life. You don't know. To judge me or to think that somehow I've lost my marbles or sense of time and space, that's a you problem. And really, this video is just one more fucking bar of soap. I hope you wash it off before you fuck up. Because as far as I'm concerned, This entire thing's going to come to a head shortly. And it's all going to work out. It's going to work out in a way that there is no fucking way the pieces of shit are going to stop it. I'm just going to keep speaking truth and kindness and love and keep showing up for the hard conversations. And I'm going to keep popping up when you least expect it. And I'm going to continue to try to heal myself and affect the world positively from that space. That's all. So thanks for listening to my rant and rave this morning. If you're one of my haters, I see you. I see your patterns. I know exactly what this is. It doesn't bother me. Isolating me was what I wanted. Giving you unlimited free reign to make your own decisions was the point. And the conclusion of whatever social experiment that you've been having, well, the data is about to be revealed. There's nothing you can do about it. And at some point, when it's all said and done, I'm still going to be standing. It's the only thing I'm sure of. It's the only thing I have faith in. It's the only thing that is a certainty in my life is when I wake up the next morning, I know I'm going to wake up the next morning. Not that the life's going to be good, that I'm not going to have terrible things happen to me during the day. Not that whatever's going to happen is going to happen. Just I woke up. I'm already grateful. I have love in my heart, not just for myself, but for other people. And for that, it's amazing. It's like waking up to a gift every morning. Like, here's a picnic basket. Here's all the cool shit you have in your life. Here's all the amazing people that you love. Like, here's a sunrise. Here's birds chirping. That level of I love life. So I'm glad we talked about it. Even though, even to me, this entire conversation seems a little surreal, as it were. It seems a little off. Wouldn't you agree? Because you get right down to it, who I am as a human being, why would you take offense to it? Are you a wolf?